Hi, I'm Hallie, and this is George.
And I'm Keith, and this is Elena, and this is not a real baby.
Today we're going to be presenting baby story time for you. So in this video, we're going to model some of the Every Child Ready to Read early literacy tips of reading, writing, talking, singing, and playing that you can do at home with your baby.
All right, so the first song we're gonna do is gonna have some different actions that you can do with your baby. The first one we're gonna do is have your baby sit in your lap and practice waving hello. And the song goes a little like this. Let's wave hello together, wave hello together, wave hello together like we like to do. Yeah, keep on waving, keep on waving. All right, so next thing we're gonna do is practice clapping our hands together. So help your baby clap their hands. And here we go. Let's clap our hands together, clap our hands together, clap our hands together like we like to do. Keep on clapping, yay! Awesome. So the next thing we're gonna do is practice rolling our hands. So your baby, if they're teeny tiny, they're not gonna be able to make full circles. You can just make little motions like that. So let's go. Let's roll our hands together, roll our hands together, roll our hands together like we like to do. Let's keep on rolling. Roll, 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 roll. All right, and one last one we're gonna do is get your baby and get their feet and practice stomping their feet on the ground. So let's go. Let's stomp our feet together, stomp our feet together, stomp our feet together like we like to do. Keep on stomping. Stomp, 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 stomp. And these songs are really good because some of the first words that babies learn are parts of the body. So anytime you're naming a part of the body, it's really good. Another thing that babies are able to do before they actually have the verbal ability is they understand language. So I want to do a baby sign language, little rhyme that teaches us some signs that babies can use as early as 6 months. And even if your baby never starts using baby signs, they always encourage language development. So this song, we're going to practice a few different signs, and I'm going to use my hands. First, you make like a little ostrich head with your hand, and this is for the sign eat. You're going to put that towards your mouth, and that is the sign eat. And then the things we're going to practice eating are going to be apples, that's a knuckle on your cheek, and bananas. And you're going to stick one finger up and then pretend like you're peeling that banana. Then after that, we're going to practice doing drink. Drink is a cup to your mouth like this. You got to let her see. And the things we drink are going to be milk. It's like squeezing an udder one time, milk. And water. So water is going to be a W with your fingers, water. And then last, we are going to practice being polite. And when we ask for more, we are hopefully going to say, please and thank you. All right, so the song goes like this, and we're going to repeat each line 2 times. So it goes, I like to eat, eat, eat apples and bananas. I like to eat, eat, eat apples and bananas. Let's do drink. I like to drink, drink, drink milk and water. I like to drink, drink, drink milk and water. I want more, 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 please and thank you. I want more, 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 please and thank you. Awesome, way to go. Yeah, and they say pick maybe 1 or 2 signs and practice them over and over with your young one and see if they pick them up. The next little game we're going to do is going to be Hallie.
We are going to wash our babies, and we're going to touch some different body parts on their body while we do this to help them associate the words that you're saying with the parts of the body. So first we're going to start by washing their toes. If you'd like to grab a washcloth from home, you can use that to wash them. And we're gonna go like this. Now it's time to wash our toes, wash our toes, wash our toes. Now it's time to wash our toes to get nice and clean. Where is Elena dirty today? Where do we need to wash?
Elena's head is pretty dirty.
Oh goodness,
yeah.
Okay, let's wash their heads. Now it's time to wash our head, wash our head, wash our head. Now it's time to wash our head and get nice and clean. Now let's try behind their ears.
Sure.
Most babies need to clean behind their ears more.
Yeah, it's kind of crusty.
Now it's time to wash our ears, wash our ears, wash our ears. Now it's time to wash our ears to get nice and clean. Where else should we wash?
Definitely hands.
Definitely their hands. Yeah, and if you're wanting to wash their hands for 20 seconds, you can sing this 2 times through. Let's sing it 2 times through. Now it's time to wash our hands, wash our hands, wash our hands. Now it's time to wash our hands to get nice and clean. Now it's time to wash our hands, wash our hands, wash our hands. Now it's time to wash our hands to get them nice and clean. Yay! Awesome. Very nice. So now that we have some nice clean babies, let's throw our washcloths in the washer. And we are going to do a little bouncing rhyme. So for this one, you can bounce them on your knee, gently, not too crazy. And for this one, they're gonna bounce, and then they're gonna boogie down, and then we're going to hug our babies nice and tight. So this one goes like this. Tiny little babies love bouncing, bouncing. Tiny little babies love to boogie on down. Tiny little babies love bouncing, bouncing. Tiny little babies love to boogie on down. Lean to the left, lean to the right. Now hug that baby nice and tight. Lean to the left, lean to the right. Now hug that baby nice and tight. Tiny little babies love bouncing, bouncing. Tiny little babies love to boogie on down. Yay! Give a little boogie. Awesome. And now we're gonna keep bouncing. We're gonna ride a horse for this one. And at the very end, we're gonna do a nice big whoa on that horsey. You ready? Ride, horsey, ride. Ride that horsey, ride. Ride, horsey, ride. Ride that horsey, ride. Whoa! Very good. You want to do it one more time?
Yeah, definitely.
Let's do it. Ride, horsey, ride. Ride that horsey, ride. Ride, horsey, ride. Ride that horsey, ride. Whoa! Yay!
So these little rhymes are called like bounces, and these were my daughter's favorite when they were little. I am going to do another one about a dog right now, where you're going to have your baby be a doggy on your leg, and you bounce them up and down on one leg, and then when the dog gets to a fence, we're going to go wee and jump over to the other side. And this is a short one, so I'll probably just do it 3 times in a row. So it goes like this. Leg over leg, the doggy went to Dover. When he got to a fence, wee, jump right over. Let's do it again. Leg over leg, the doggy went to Dover. When he got to the fence, wee, he jumped right over. Okay, just one more time, just one more time. Leg over leg, the doggy went to Dover. When he got to a fence, wee, he jumped right over. Awesome. And in any of these rhymes, of course, you'll just keep doing it and doing it over and over as long as your baby is entertained. This next one is called Worms Up, and it's one where you wiggle your finger in front of your baby and see if they will pay attention. Maybe their eyes will track the movement, maybe they will not. We're going to teach them a basic up and down motion. So my one arm is going to be the ground, and my finger is the worm, and I'm going to start by going like this. Worms up, worms down, worms up, worms down, worms up, worms down. The worms are hiding in the ground. And then you wiggle the worm around. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. And you tickle your baby if they're into that kind of thing. And then we get worms down, worms up, worms down, worms up, worms down, worms up. Watch out, the birds will eat you up. And then you can either bite your finger or your baby. Whichever one, just not too hard. So whenever I do a thing with one arm, I always like to switch it and then do it with the other arm. So I'm gonna have my other arm be the ground and my other finger's the worm now. And we go like this. Worms up, worms down, worms up, worms down, worms up, worms down. The worms are hiding in the ground. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Okay. Worms down, worms up, worms down, worms up, worms down, worms up. Watch out, the birds will eat you up. All right. If you've had your fill of baby, then we'll go to the next one. This one is Humpty Dumpty. I like traditional children's nursery rhymes where they have been updated and modernized. This one I consider like a Humpty Dumpty remix, where the beginning of it, we're going to rock back and forth on the wall. Your baby's gonna be in your lap and be your little Humpty Dumpty. And then when we get to the traditional rhyme, we're gonna bounce up and down on the wall. When Humpty has the great fall, you're gonna have your baby lean back a little bit. If they're a little bit older, you can be melodramatic and be like, whoa, 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 and they really enjoy that. And then Humpty falls in a puddle. We're gonna splash around in the puddle. And then Humpty at the end is gonna need a cuddle. So you're gonna end it with another hug for your baby. So this one is the Humpty Dumpty remix. So it goes, we rock and rock and rock on the wall. We rock and rock, oh, I hope we don't fall. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. You're okay, baby, you're okay. Humpty Dumpty fell in a puddle. Let's splash around. Splash, 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 splash. Humpty Dumpty needed a cuddle. Oh, good baby. You're okay, you're okay. There's all kinds of good music to listen to with babies. You can listen to any kind of music you want. I encourage you to listen to music that you personally enjoy. An artist that I enjoy for babies is Casper Baby Pants. We're gonna do a song by him real quick that's called All the Fish. I'm gonna teach you how to sing it real quick. We're gonna start with, we're gonna first make our hands be fish that are swimming in the water. So you're gonna have your hands swim, swim, swim like that. And then each line, we're gonna end it with bubble, 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 pop. So first we'll have the fish swimming in the water, and then we're gonna have ducks paddling in the water. So we'll do our hands like that. And then we will have frogs that are jumping in the water. You can jump like that. And then we're gonna have pigs that are getting muddy in the water, and you're gonna act like you're rubbing mud all over your baby. And then we will have the kids splashing in the water. We're gonna splash around like that. And finally, we're gonna be hippos taking our naps in the water. And we'll kind of slow it down and get quiet at that point. All right, so I think we're now ready to do the song, All the Fish. Hands ready? All the fish are swimming in the water, swimming in the water, swimming in the water. All the fish are swimming in the water. Bubble, 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 pop. All right, so I want the ducks paddle. All the ducks paddle in the water, paddle in the water, paddle in the water. All the ducks paddle in the water. Bubble, 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 pop. All the frogs are jumping in the water, jumping in the water, jumping in the water. All the frogs are jumping in the water. Bubble, 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 pop. Okay, now the pig's gonna get muddy. All the pigs are muddy in the water, muddy in the water, muddy in the water. All the pigs are muddy in the water. All right, let's start splashing, y'all. All the kids are splashing in the water, splashing in the water, splashing in the water. All the kids are splashing in the water. Bubble, 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 pop. All right, so this is a dance break. We'll just dance however we want. Come on. All right, break it down, George. You're doing good. You can do like a splash dance if you want. Splash, splash. could do like a little duck paddle dance. Paddle, 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 paddle. You do the mud dance. Mud, mud. All right, it's time to take it down. We're gonna take our naps in the water.
Take it down.
Sleeping. Okay.
All the hippos are napping in the water, napping in the water, napping in the water. All the hippos are napping in the water. Bubble, 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 pop. All the fish are swimming in the water, swimming in the water, swimming in the water. All the fish are swimming in the water. Bubble, 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 pop.
So now we're going to read a book. When reading to babies, it's great to choose a book that has real baby faces in it because babies love to see other babies. So we're going to read Global Babies. Around the world, babies are kind, curious, just like George, smart, like Elena, and fun. Babies can grow up to do anything. The end.
So the next song we're gonna do is a Storytime favorite. This one is called Ticktock. We're gonna pretend like your baby is first the pendulum on a clock. You're gonna swing your baby back and forth like this. And then we're gonna stop. We're gonna figure out what time it is. And then we're gonna lift the babies up and say cuckoo for every hour on the clock. So we'll start with 1 o'clock. So it goes like this. Tick tock, tick tock, I'm a little cuckoo clock. Tick tock, stop. What time is it? It's 1 o'clock. Cuckoo. All right, so we'll do 2 o'clock next. Tick tock, I'm a little cuckoo clock. Tick tock, stop. What time is it? It's 2 o'clock. Let's do it twice. Cuckoo. There's 1. Cuckoo. 2. We'll do 3 o'clock next. Tick tock, I'm a little cuckoo clock. Tick tock, stop. What time is it? It's 3 o'clock. Let's do 3 times. Cuckoo. 1. Cuckoo. 2. Cuckoo. 3. And in case you're wondering, these times are in AM, not PM. I think I always like to tell parents is you don't have to do traditional rhymes the way they were written. It's really fun to change the words around and maybe add place names from your environment, add names of family members. Those can help personalize the rhymes and make them more fun. I'm gonna do a couple that I've switched around real quick, and I encourage you to do the same. This first one was originally called From Wilton to Wobbleton, but I don't know where those places are, so I changed it to 2 places I did know, Cary and Durham. So I'm gonna pick one side of my body. It's gonna be Cary. And when I go to Cary, I'll lean over there. And then the other side of my body is gonna be Durham. And when I go to Durham, my baby's gonna lean over there. And then when we're driving around in I-40, we just bounce up and down like this. Okay, so let's do the rhyme. It goes, from Cary to Durham is 19 miles. From Durham to Cary is 19 miles. From Cary to Durham, from Durham to Cary, from Cary to Durham is 19 miles. Let's just do that one more time. So we got your baby ready? Let's go. From Cary to Durham is 19 miles. From Durham to Cary is 19 miles. From Cary to Durham, from Durham to Cary, from Cary to Durham is 19 miles. Geography. All right, the next one we're gonna try today is another kind of a mashup of an old one. This one is, instead of to market, the only market I ever go to anymore is Whole Foods Market. We're gonna do to Whole Foods. So the three things that we're gonna buy at Whole Foods are gonna be LaCroix, and then we're gonna buy kale, and then we're gonna buy some tofu. So the rhyme goes like this, it goes. To Whole Foods, to buy some LaCroix. Home again, jiggity joy. To Whole Foods, to buy some fresh kale. Home again, jiggity jail. To Whole Foods, to buy some tofu. Home again, shopping is through. And it's kind of fun just to come up with silly rhymes for whatever your grocery store is or whatever food you buy at the grocery store. You know what? One of my favorite authors for babies is this author, Jane Cabrera. This is one of her books, If You're Happy and You Know It. I love Jane Cabrera's books. One reason is because they make them in a large format, and they also make them in a board book format that babies can't tear apart. Most of her books have been made from songs. This is a book version of the song, If You're Happy and You Know It. Another thing I like about these books is that they have really big, bold pictures, which are more likely to capture a baby's attention. And also, they're filled with like little activities you can do with your babies. It's easy to come up with little games to play with these books. So I'm gonna read just a few pages of If You're Happy and You Know It. Are you feeling happy today? Join me and my friends for some sing-along fun. Oh, look, here's the monkey, and the monkey is clapping his hands. Do you think, George, can you play along? Let's see if George can do the both. Let's see. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Excellent work, George. Let's try a different one. George, do you want to do the next one? This one, that big elephant is stamping their feet. Let's try it. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. Very good. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, then your feet will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. Let's try at least one more page. I want to do, my favorite one in here is the hippos. So we're going to do, if you're happy and you know it, go kiss, kiss. Perfect. Okay. If you're happy and you know it, go kiss, kiss. If you're happy and you know it, go kiss, kiss. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, go kiss, kiss. Yay. And you'll notice I only read a few pages of the book. There is no right way to read a book to your baby. You can only read a page or two if that's all they'll pay attention to. But that Jane Cabrera is one of my favorite authors for young children.
So now we're going to end with a rhyme where they're going to fly off to the moon. So babies really love patterns, and they love when you count up or count down and something big happens at the end. They're waiting for that big thing at the end. So we're going to have a big countdown in this, and then they're going to zoom off to the moon like a rocket. And while we're saying the rhyme, we're gonna bounce them on our knee. It goes like this. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we'll be there very soon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Elena, do you want to try that again? Meow. Yes, let's do it one more time. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we'll be there very soon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off!
And another fun game you can play with this is if your baby enjoys it, you can pick something like a laundry basket and fly around in the laundry basket with it. Maybe pick something in your house to be the moon and fly over to.
So thank you very much for spending your time talking, singing, reading, writing, and playing with us today. We're going to end by saying goodbye to each other. So if you can help your baby give a little wave, we'll sing our last song. It's time to say goodbye. It's time to say goodbye to all our friends at Storytime. It's time to say goodbye. Bye-bye.